Hey there, I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. I had a pretty good day today, and the only person that didn't seem to have a Merry Christmas is my RAV4. The other vehicles in the family are doing well. Back in September, my sister got a touchscreen for her Rogue. It has Bluetooth and a backup camera, so it has a nicer setup than the RAV now. Other features, it isn't as updated, like it still doesn't have push button start or any of that, but the Rogue is finally modernized in terms of having a screen with Bluetooth and a backup camera, and that's pretty much standard on every car today, but at least the Rogue is with the times, and for being 10 years old, over 100,000 miles, it's been very reliable. CR-V's doing okay. Mom loves it still, been driving a lot with it, and the XB is kind of in. My dad's been hoping to get a truck, and hasn't had any problems recently though, which is good. And now, it's time to talk about the RAV. And the reason I'm outside for the RAV is because I need to take stuff out of it, and this is why. As y'all can see, it actually bent the license plate. And my plate frame was looking pretty good considering my car was already 6 years old, but the plate frame completely broke off too. Or just broke off right there, that is. No fading on the layers or anything, but plate frame is gone. Y'all can see the bumper popped. It's cracked right there. Got some white scuffing along there. Bent there. And then it has damage underneath right there. Reflector is popping out. Backup camera still works amazingly. Yep, the tire cover is scuffed too. Damage extends to the inside. The bumper is supposed to be straight like this over here. But as y'all can see, it's kind of curving down a bit along with the rest of the side of the car. And the plastic right there popped because of the impact. I think this was due to just moving stuff around. The wreck had nothing to do with this cargo strap, but under the floor, the load area is supposed to be nice and flat like it is over here, but over here it's ridged up and you can feel a bump right there due to the impact. So, basically what happened is that on Friday, I got rear-ended. I was waiting in traffic and a lady hit her gas instead of her brake and rear-ended me. She was very nice. She was apologetic, and everything was okay. The grand total of the time between the accident and between we headed home was probably a half hour at max, but it was an unfortunate thing to happen. Like I said, I'm out here to collect my stuff because tomorrow morning my dad and I are going to be taking the RAV over to the collision center to drop it off, and we have no clue how long they're going to deal with it, but it's definitely going to be probably the rest of 2018 that it'll be in the body shop. Here's a quick mileage update. 78,852 miles. And when I was driving it along after the wreck, there was a squeaking sound, kind of like a car that has an engine problem and it makes a loud squeak. And we think that's due to the panel rubbing against the driver's side rear tire, because as y'all saw, that panel was dangling. And hopefully there's nothing else contributing to that. If there is, that would be kind of scary. It's already scary enough that the damage isn't just a bumper dangling. The bumper is bent down, the damage extends to the inside. That is pretty concerning. And I haven't driven the RAV obviously since I had the wreck, because it doesn't drive right when I do drive it, and In the time being, I've only had to go a few places. I've either been driven by my parents or I've just taken the XB, and the XB is technically my rental car for the time being, but my parents didn't want to get a rental because they thought it would qualify against them. And the good news is that because I'm not at fault, my parents aren't going to have to pay anything for the wreck, so this is going to be a free trip. The only thing that's going to be paid for is our time and convenience, so that's unfortunate. And I'll be able to drive the XB, but my dad is only going to be off work for so long, so he'll probably have to qualify for a rental, and I'm not going to probably drive the rental. I'll be fine driving the XB in the time being, but we have no clue how long the RAV's going to take, and that's kind of the scary part, honestly. And with the prior accident, because this accident isn't my first rodeo, I had the really bad one in December of last year too. December's maybe just a cursed time. I'm kind of worried about the RAV because the value's already been dropped a lot because of that wreck. That wreck was $4,500 in damage, and we have no clue how much this one's going to be. So I'm curious about what the Carfax would be for the RAV, as it probably would not be pretty. I did put this nice cinnamon tree in here right as I got home from school, and it got an oil change and a tire rotation and emissions like a week before my wreck, so that's why it has the 2020 sticker on the back. So at least we got the important stuff such as registration and emissions done, because it would be driving around with expired tags if we hadn't done that before the wreck. So at least those things are out of the way. And these are some work shoes. I just wanted to put on regular shoes to go outside, and I keep all my shoes in my room now since I have so many. Well, again, like I said, I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas, and I'm so sorry this is a terrible way to update on the RAV4, but we're hoping everything's going to be okay. Like I said, there's a slight chance that it may not be, with factors such as the inside damage and the previous accident not working well in our favor, but we're just going to hope for the best. And RAV4 bounced back before, was good for 15,000 miles throughout this year, and I'm pretty certain that she'll be okay and bounce back for the rest of 2019. Thanks y'all for watching, and please have a happy new year, and I'll see y'all the next time I post a video. Bye-bye.